Right, so we're going to do an exercise here where we're controlling rotation through the torso and keeping the core nice and stable whilst we're doing it. You can use anything. I've just got a TheraBar here to start with. When you want to progress this a little bit further, do use something that's more weighty. You can use hand weights that you're holding in both hands, or use something like a medicine ball so that you've just got a little bit more resistance that you have to work against. But we can start nice and light here. We're going to start with your arms nice and extended above you. This is when you should be bracing through the abdominals already. And what we want to do is bring the legs up individually. The reason that we want to bring them up individually is that we keep that nice core position and core strength through that area. Conversely, we're going to bring them back down individually as well. What we don't want is if you bring them up together for the abdominals to protrude out like this, and in the back you can see you get that movement through the pelvis. What we don't want to do is that, because that means you're starting off with the pelvis in the wrong position. So once you've got yourself nice and stable, we know that you're nice and neutral in this position, bring the knees nice and up individually, and you need to hold this at really a 90-degree angle at the hip. The further out you take the legs, which to be fair you can do, but the more difficult it's going to get, so you need to make sure that you're nice and strong through there. So if you ever find that you're failing a little bit, or it's getting a little bit too hard, make sure that you're not straightening the legs out and keep the knees nice and above your hips. Okay, so the challenge with this exercise is to control the rotation through this area. So again, the most important thing is that this area stays nice and stable and the movement in this area is nice and controlled. What we're going to do is just rotate the arms one way. That's great. Now actually you're going to find this most difficult, or feel the muscles working most, when you then bring the arms back. So you're having to control that movement back into the centre line, and then again the opposite way, exactly the same thing. Let the outside elbow bend, keep the inside elbow straight, and then bring the arms back up into the centre, all the time controlling this. And that's one cycle, and your practitioner will let you know how many cycles of this exercise or reps of this exercise to do.